And car rental company Enterprise are 2 of 7 companies that violated federal law. They used Facebook ads to exclude potential employees based on age, gender, or both. Yahoo Finance tech editor Dan Howley is joining us with more. Dan, how many people do you think were actually affected by these practices?
I think it's probably depends based on what company was potentially discriminating on what subject. So this basically, this isn't new to Facebook, by the way, or advertising in general, but for Facebook, they've been dealing with discrimination in the ads for a while now. They previously were sued by HUD for housing discrimination against minorities, and that was something that was a big issue. They said, hey, we'll step back, we'll make sure that we don't have issues like that as far as housing and credit applications, things along those lines. But then came this job issue. Now, this was already a suit that came out that the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission had said, Facebook has this issue. We knew about this in July, but it's only coming out now publicly. It's essentially saying that when Facebook has ads, now all the information you feed into Facebook, right? Your age, your name, your gender, your race, your religion, all of that stuff goes in, and then they allow advertisers to use that to target specific audiences. So if you like to ride bikes and you like to ride electric bikes, I don't know. Other types, scooters, there you go. Yeah, so they would send you an ad for regular bikes and you an ad for electric bikes. And so that's how they run their ad business. But what they were doing here was apparently people who were sending out ads for jobs, they were targeting specifically young men for truck driving positions, things along those lines, not going for women, not going for older Americans. So the EEOC basically said, that's a problem, and we're not going to let you do that anymore. So they came through and hit Facebook with this. Facebook obviously wants to address it right away. It's something that they've been kind of working on. But this is kind of the counter argument was, well, people can put ads in magazines that specifically target younger people. So what's the difference here on Facebook? But I think the issue with Facebook is it's such a large network of people, and the ads are set specifically to target certain groups, and then ignore other groups.
That comparison doesn't make sense anyway, because if it's in a magazine, anyone who picks out that magazine sees it. It's in print.
Exactly.
On Facebook, you don't see it if it's not targeting.
Well, it's not even about that. I think
what
differentiates us is this is about employment, equal opportunity, and there are EEOC laws that require that. So, I mean, if you're looking at the statute, this is pretty cut and dry.
Yeah, and it seems like Facebook is going to, obviously comply with this. They don't want to have any more regulatory issues. But it just kind of goes to the I think crux of the argument that a lot of politicians have right now is the power that these kinds of networks do afford certain people. And so this is something that's going to continue to come up, I think, as far as the various goings-on in Washington with what they're going to do or how they're going to try to change Facebook. This is probably going to be one of the issues that's a sticking point. HUD was an issue, EEOC is an issue now. How bad can this really get?
Worse. It can get worse.
It can, and I mean, they're really.
Feel like
it's the
not going out on a limb.
Well, Facebook's trying to prevent that from.
They are, but it's the basis of their network. This is how their ads work, specifically targeting people. So it becomes an issue.
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.